Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 2 of my Brutii campaign here in Rome Total War. And as promised in the first episode, we're going to be starting episodes with battles as often as possible. So we are going to now attempt to take Syracuse, I'm thinking. Although... You know what? Okay. Yeah. We're going for it. Is there any other mercenaries though I wanted to recruit? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna bring these along. Alright, let's do it. No more gilding the lily. So this should be kind of straightforward, although it could be a problem. We've got the faction heir, Dionysus of Sparta here. He's got 2 command, oh, I forgot to talk about... Okay, so just real quick, looking at my general, we have Amulus Brutus, 5 command, natural born leader, political animal, intelligent, confident commander, 2 management, 3 influence. I'm going to talk more about the family members after this, because I did promise we're going to be trying to get right into it. It's already been a minute, which is too long. Let's just fight this fight. Okay. Yeah, and I'll try to remember... In fact, let me write it on my little notepad here. Talk about family members afterwards. And let's actually hear the speech.
I have won great renown through leading men to victory. I see no reason to change the habits of a lifetime today. There stand the Greeks, ready to fight or die. Today, I think we should send as many of them as possible to Hades. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. Their position is hopeless. The count of their troops pitiful. But remember that the base curve still has a bite. We are lacking in spearmen today, and the many enemy horsemen may make life a little hectic if we are not careful. Those fools have never fought against me before. I hope to give them a nasty surprise.
There's the cheering.
The auspices have been taken, and gods be praised, nothing can be found to deny us victory today. With such portents, we need only march upon the enemy. And now, to arms! Let us harden our hearts and think of Rome, and all we can do for her. Then we will do our duty to Roman honor!
Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, let's just get to it then. Alright, so I've got a ram and a siege tower, and that's it. Oh yeah, and I also can sap over here. So this takes a really long time, but basically you can just crumble a section of the wall down, and it's actually really safe to do, you know, once your troops are able to actually approach, and they don't have any archers, so we'll only have to worry about tower fire. But it's very safe to do because they go in through a tunnel. It's just very slow. So we have some Hastati here on the ladders. I'm wondering if I should maybe approach the city from 2 angles. You know what? I think that's precisely what we're going to do. We're not going to like go really hard on it, but yeah, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do that. Okay, so I'm going to bring one of my generals over here. So you, so a couple of Velites and a Hastati. Yeah, I think this will be more than enough to take a section of the wall here. So let's group these together over here so I know that they are separate. Okay, now back over here in the front. Okay, the Hastati, yeah, they'll do just fine for carrying the wall. Although I kind of want to... You know what? Drop it. What is it? D to drop, right? It's F to drop. Okay, drop this. We're actually going to have the Velites take this because they're going to take casualties, so I'd rather it be them. Let's also put you in a loose formation. Okay, a couple of hoplites up front, and again with the Velites, or the skirmisher. I'm just going to call them the skirmishers because I'm sure that I'm pronouncing their names wrong and I'm upsetting people. Okay, Equites are up here. Roman general, Hastati waiting in the wings with our mercenaries. We've got quite a bit Hastati. I'm wondering if I should send one more unit over there to flank. No. Okay, we're ready to go. So yeah, decent coverage. We're gonna really rip these walls up. Actually, we're gonna do. All right, go to the sap point, and you stop. Now, there's no battle time limit. We've got nothing to be rushing about. Now, it looks like here they've put the militia hoplites up on the wall. You see, here's the problem with when you're playing the Greeks. You've got the... You have your hoplites, which do much better on the ground. Like, don't get me wrong, some of them are pretty good in regular sword and shield fighting. Like, the armored hoplites are terrific, and the Spartans as well. But obviously you want to do better on the ground. Which is why whenever I end up doing a Greek campaign, I don't think I'll ever actually end up building walls around Sparta. Sparta was rather famous for not having them. Alright, is it militia hoplites over here again? No, it's just, okay, so these are okay. These are the regular hoplites. They're not going to turn and run super quick. Not that my hastati or anything to be afraid of. Alright. No one's been killed. Yet. We're just going to get the hastati up on the wall, and if the towers aren't actively shooting at them, we just might wait. So here you can see the progress of the sapping. They have this convenient little line, and actually, I'm going to be quiet here for a second. You can actually kind of hear them digging. Were you all able to hear it? The just terrific little details like that. Okay, so after this section of the wall crumbles, I'm sure this group's going to start moving around. That's when we're going to send the ladders forward. In fact, I think we can bring them a little bit forward now. It looks like the towers, funnily enough, are not activated. Oh, no, yeah, there they are. There they are. Okay. So really, I think what's going to end up being the biggest problem will be their generals, but the good news is that I think the Greek generals are actually the weakest armored out of every faction in the game, which is good. So our skirmishers should do good work, and the skirmishers are the ones who I think are going to win the day for us in the end, with their mini javelins taking out our unarmored foes. The hastati are going to just be there to hold the positions more than anything. Looking forward to the day that I have archers, though. This should hopefully, though, except for... Well, there's one other major city that I want to take, but this will hopefully be the most difficult assault we have to do in the early game, and then down the line, we're going to have access to bigger cities. We're going to be able to build Principe. We'll be able to build Principe here in Syracuse, actually, if we wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put something else there in terms of military units that I hope to make on the regular. But yeah, the hastati just aren't very good for city warfare or much of anything. They're just quite poorly armored. They just won't run away instantly like peasants do. I probably should have been going at double speed. I'm terribly sorry about that. We'll go to double speed until the wall over here collapses. Yeah, as you can see, it's already coming down. And that'll create a nice, large gap for us to go through. In fact, let's start moving forward with these guys. Yeah, we can already start doing this, I think. There it is. And that is how you bring down a wall while taking 0% casualties. Alright. So then, yeah, our velites have to get out. It looks like the hoplites are not moving. We're going to start bringing the ladders towards them. See if they're going to shift around or anything like that. I don't know. I'm also going to line up my troops here by the tower. And let's see how many of them we can get up. Looks like the militia hoplites are starting to make their way over. Now this will be something fun. You don't see this every day. Let's see if I can get my hastati to shoot their, throw their pilum while on the wall. I think it personally makes for cool action shots. So if I stop, hold. I don't think they're gonna do it. Oh, jeez, you just stabbed that guy. Get the F out of my way. Alright, let's get into it. Shouldn't be too hard at all. Now, meanwhile, over here, yep, we are in fact beginning to deal with a little bit of resistance, which is fine. It really is. We're gonna have our mercenary hoplites start coming up this path, and strange. Where's my other hoplite units? Oh, did I not select them? Dang it. Alright, so what we're going to instead then do with our hoplites is we're going to put them right here, preparing for these guys to come running. Alright, how's this going? The Hastati, yeah, victory seems certain. There's 152 of them. There's 149 of the militia hoplites. This actually could end up taking quite a while. But my Hastati will definitely win. And in the meantime, let's get our second unit of them up. Okay, yeah, I'm taking some arrow fire, but it's only sprinkled. It's not very much at all. Nothing to worry about. Alright, move forward, y'all. Move forward. Let's go ahead and try to take the gate. Or not the gate, let's go ahead and try to take the walls with these Hastati. But they're mostly just there to pin down people. Not a big deal. Okay. Let's get in there. See, here's the thing. Maybe I should have waited one more turn so I'd have more towers available. Alright, how's this going? 127 to 145. Yeah. Definitely winning. Okay, but we are starting to take, a little bit more noticeable casualties. But we're just going to get our hoplites to start going up the street, put them up in front, and then the javelins are going to start doing their work on that group in the center. Okay, you see, this is a problem. Yeah, this is the issue with doing ladders. They come up single file, so you take heavy casualties initially. Also, these hoplites are actually decent. So we're going to do... We have another unit of Hastati here, I think. Yeah. Let's get them into position and send them up to the top of the gate. What are they doing? No, they're going for the ladder. Come inside, come inside. And let's get y'all inside. Where did my hoplites go? My other hoplites. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the mercenaries. I should have been prosecuting this a little bit more aggressively, I think. Oh, what are y'all doing? No. Oh, it's because they had skirmish mode on, so they act stupid. See, my Hastati are getting tired faster than the militia hoplites. That's also a problem. You know what? I should have put them on my troops on the other side, up there. Then they could have come in the back way or through this side. That would have definitely been much better. Okay, we have now lost 20% of our men. I really screwed up. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. The hoplites are still standing there. No problem at all. All right, let's start picking it up. Let's get moving. We've taken a tower. Okay, that's good, I guess. Alright, check this out. We're going to take these cavalry and start bringing them the long way around. Okay. I want you to get right here. Man, I wish I had archers. They had better range, so then I could really poke away at them. Let's go now. Come on, come on. How's this going? Down to 80. See, the problem is my people are exhausted. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them in guard mode. That should help a little bit. Maybe. I should have done that earlier. Alright, it looks like these hoplites are not going to be moving. So, everybody come up here. Alright, this is good. We've got a solid wall of spears. We're going to keep these mercenaries watching the rear for if they try to bring these hoplites down off the walls. Crud, we're at 25% killed. Like, they're losing men too, but the general's bodyguard are still there. And they ain't going anywhere either. Alright, stop, 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 stop. Any chance we can start to pick at them? Because they're not going to retreat. That's the other problem, guys. Is there's no way these forces retreat. Oh, that's right. This in Rome Total War, the towers don't need people near them to activate. This is a problem. Alright, stop. Oh, crud, the Hastati ran out on their own. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Come on, come out here, come out here. There we go, get your spears down, men. Alright, better. Okay. You know what? I think we just need to send them in. Yeah, this was sloppy, and I've got people retreating. Let's go, let's go. Charge them in the rear. Now, we do have, yeah, we have these reserves over here, so all is not lost. Hope has not bled out yet. Okay. How are we looking? I gotta get my stupid Hastati out of there. Pull them out. Pull them out. You're just breaking up the formation. There we go. Alright. It's a little mushy still. Let's come over here. Where the heck are my generals? Oh, they're not sprinting. Let's go, let's go. Now we have to be careful. They're definitely not going to retreat. They're in the plaza. Okay. Alright, come on. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Come on. Keep them spears down. Keep them down. Alright, we just gotta go through them like a lawnmower. What's this? The enemy general fell. Okay, that's the other one, not the main one. Cleon of Sparta. Alright. Come on, pull back, y'all. Okay, now we're starting to make some progress here. Yeah. Alright, just cycle charges, people. Cycle charges. That's the name of the game. Come on, throw some pelum. Boy, I've been doing this really badly. Yeah, I should have taken a better look at where everybody was. Why did I bring cavalry over here next to a tower? Gosh, this was so stupid. Guys, can you tell that my rust is showing? There goes the enemy general.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts.
Alright, yeah, and like as you can see, it's like a lawnmower cutting down grass. They're just plowing through them. Except for this one guy who's just hanging out. But we're about to get control of the plaza. Let's go and kind of peck at these guys. Alright, over here, are they retreating? Yeah. So we just need these hoplites to break, and we'll have won. That'll be the end of it. But extremely, extremely sloppy victory. I lost almost half of my men. And yeah, maybe some of them will recover, but that was so ugly, and I deserved worse, for sure. Okay, let's try sending my general up there. Maybe they can, Or, you know what? There's no need to. Here's what we're just going to do. Go to triple speed. And the hoplites seem to have frozen there. No, they're moving. Okay, no, they froze. Maybe, okay, you know, this sort of thing makes me think maybe I should do some very hard, because even though the AI basically cheats on very hard, they also still glitch, so it'll even out. Okay, victory in the battle. Yeah, that was really nasty. Piss poor. Hopefully that's the worst battle I ever have in this campaign. Alright, so we're going to definitely enslave, which is going to bring Tarantum up to 8,251. First thing I want to do is, looks like I cannot retrain anybody. That's extremely unfortunate. So, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna merge our units. Alright, that looks a bit better. Then we're going to set up a town watch and build ourselves a shipwright. Now, the reason why I'm going to build a shipwright is when we go to the settlement details and the trade summary, right now they are doing exports of grain to Croton, because the way the game works is basically when you have trade fleets and you have your goods, one of the goods that Syracuse has is the grain, they are trying to export it to the most profitable city automatically, but also there's a little bit where they account for geographical location. So Croton is closer than Tarantum, so the grain is getting sent to Croton. Now I could just destroy my port, but I don't want to do that to my economy. So what we're just going to do is I'm going to build this shipwright, which will increase the trade fleets I have available to 2, so it should then go to Tarantum since there's only one other port that I have access to anyway. Alright, and then we're going to go after another big city, probably Carthage. Now, Carthage tends to start with the elephants either in the city or close by, so we're definitely not... We're hoping that Carthage is going to be available, but it could very well not be. Now, what else is going on here in the world? So we've started the governor's palace. We can go ahead and put our own governors back. We've got the peasants queued up, and in the next turn we're going to lose some money, but I think we're going to kind of generally be okay. Yeah, it's starting to become a problem that we don't have ways to replace our military units, especially considering how many casualties I just took. Woo! This looks good. Suitable husband, Paulina, Publius Belinus, 3 command. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, yeah, that reminds me. We're going to go over our faction leaders, our family members. So our family leaders, what's really cool here in Rome Total War is you get access to retinue and traits, which will define them, and they're very malleable depending on the things that person goes through in their life. Our current leader is Tiberius Brutus. He's the... I'm sorry, I think that my phone is ringing in the other room, because it always waits until I record to do that. So we're going to oh, sick. I'm gonna do a cut here. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. So there's retinues and traits. Our faction leader, because he is our faction leader, gets +2 influence, +1 command, and +3 to his personal security, which is good for assassination attempts. I don't think I'm going to be getting into the spying and assassinating stuff too much in this campaign. That's more of a long-term stuff, but It is really good if you end up facing an army that has like a an 8+ command star general to just send in an assassin and kill him rather than try to deal with him on the battlefield. Because every command star increases the attack and defense of every unit in that man's army, so it could be extremely powerful. This man is definitely developing his skills as a general, so he's got +1 command. He has +1 command because he has command talent. He's a confident attacker, so he's going to get a +1 from that. He is also a politician, which increases his influence and improves the chance of getting elected to senatorial office. 10% bonus to my popularity with the Senate. So influence, as it kind of says there, it increases the odds that you get elected to offices in the Senate, which grant bonuses, usually increasing your influence. So it can become this sort of symbiotic relationship it's just mutually beneficial, and so somebody can really start to get on a roll. He's also sharp, which increases his influence, command, and management. He has the Drill Master 2, which increases by 25% the movement points of his armies, and is a minus 10% discount on unit training costs. So he's got a lot of great things going for him. But he's 54, he's kind of getting old. So let's take a look at his heir. We have here Aulus Brutus, only 1 command star, 36 years old. He's got the Quartermaster, which also increases movement points, not as much as the drill guy. 2% bonus to cash gained from looting. Politician, a tub thumper, skilled bureaucrat. Over here we have Publius Belinus, who's the one who just married into the family, who's a true Roman, a bureaucrat, a lot of good stuff there. And we have Aulus Brutus, who's a 5 command. So we basically have no shortage of great generals. Unfortunately, we do have a shortage of armies for them to lead, at least at the moment. But it's fine. So you know what's something I think I want to do here? Tiberius could die at any time, so we're going to take his Drill Master and we're going to move him over here to Aulus Brutus, which a lot of people, I guess, didn't know that you could do. You can move your retinue people around. So if we go over here, there's the Drill Master. Now what we could do is we could double up the Quartermaster on here too, and then I think the way it would work is you get the plus 15% and plus 20% on the movement points for Aulus Brutus. Now the thing is, when you die, your retinues die as well, so it's you don't want to usually put all of your eggs in a single basket. Okay, let's set up a trader here in Croton to kind of increase the amount of income that's coming in, because these wars that I'm fighting are not really great for the economy. I'm going to disband that unit. The Grecian army is immediately 2 hours south, and so because of that, I think we're going to wait a second. Here's another fun thing people don't usually know you could do. If you have something that's partially queued up, but you want to now do something else, you can change its order in the queue. So I've just moved the stone wall over. Now that will finish, and then we'll still get a little bit of the shipwright done, which I'm going to demonstrate right now. Check this out. Okay. Let's give it a second. The Greeks want me to become a protectorate. I'm going to make a counter offer where we're going to trade some map information. Oh, excuse me. We'll trade some map information to a ceasefire. You know, we could just end this violence. They're going to say no, but yeah, no reason to end the fighting just yet. That's okay. Yeah, we just threw the offer out there. Alright, so we're making a little bit of profit, which is fun. Cassius Brutus here has now gotten the Priestess of Juno, which is +1 to management and +1 to public health. And he has a physician too. So this is the one who we have governing Tarentum over here, the child. He's only 17, but that's really good. So we're at 3% population growth in spite of everything else that's happening. But we've only got 1 turn left on that governor's palace, so I would like to get that going. The next level we're gonna have to be at 12,000 troops, I believe. Now we could just start building another Temple of Juno in the meantime, but again, we're trying to increase the size of the city as quickly as possible. So something I think we might do here, and we might just also auto-resolve it, is we're going to just destroy this army real quick that's outside the city. So it looks like they ran away, kinda. Fine. Here we go. So they've only got some militia hoplites, Pelstats, and archers. The archers are the thing that might end up being the biggest deal. But because this is effectively the only army I have, even though we have them 5-1, they don't have a commander and all that stuff, we're going to fight this one on the battle map personally, just to really, really ensure that they die. And then we'll go, then with Syracuse relatively safe. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world if we lose it, but it'll be kind of nice. Then we can go and try to attack another big city. Could be Athens or Sparta, but I think we're going to try to go for Carthage.
They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infantry instead of leaders. We outnumber them comfortably, but that should not be seen as an excuse not to fight hard. Why let your brother carry your burden? The enemy will undoubtedly try to slaughter us at a distance. We must charge home and stop their cowardly plan. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly by the throat. Brave Romans, prepare to defend yourselves!
Alright, well, let's go ahead and start the deployment. So we want to put, yeah, and as you can see, because on the battle map, we were attacking them basically in the port. As you can see, we are right up against the sea. You look in the lower left at the battle map, the sea takes up about half of the overall area, and in the battlefield, it's still, yeah, we've really got them right up against the ropes. I just realized this is kind of like one of those ironic things where one of the most famous Greek victories, military victories in history was the Battle of Marathon, which was fought up against the Persians, and when they charged down to the beach. And now I'm going to be the one who's charging down to the beach to end them, to make them have a very bad day. No good, terrible, very bad day. So let's keep the light infantry on the sides. Okay, like so. Actually, let's bring them back slightly again, because there's going to be some javelins thrown, and I want them to go into the town guard, which are basically worthless, especially when we get those auxiliary units after the Marian reforms. It's going to be incredibly noticeable just how trash the town watch are. They're just basically peasants who hold a shield. We're gonna also really weigh heavily the cavalry on one side. Yeah, in fact, we're just gonna leave like one unit of equites, but besides that, we're gonna go really heavy. Now, are they gonna advance toward me? It looks like they are. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is we're gonna take our, you know what? Maybe not the general, but we're going to take a lot of our cavalry and go start killing these skirmishers. And the name of the game is harassment. Okay, here we go. Now, their general is in a, yeah, is here in the hoplite unit. Okay, which is, that's fine. Actually, hold on a sec. Pause real quick. I forgot to, set these all to fire at will. There we go. Okay, resume. Okay. Okay, cool. The pill stats have already broken. Alright, stop with the town watchman. Also you, stop. Alright, yeah, so with their skirmishers taken care of, they can do nothing but sit around and die now. And we've already taken out a quarter of their forces. Okay, yeah, we're wanting to disable the skirmisher mode. It's a nice concept, but it just doesn't work. Okay. Cool, they're all routing. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to group everybody here together so that we could kind of advance in formation. Just walk, no rush. Okay. So, we've got 50% of the enemy who have been killed, and we're just going to start wearing them down with our skirmishers. Actually, a lot of them have already run out of missiles, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's bring one of you back. And we're going to make them run around a little bit. Well, not run, but, you know, just keep moving around, get a little bit tired. Okay, who still has missiles? You do. Now, we haven't taken a single casualty yet, I think. 1%, yeah, so some cavalrymen, I guess, got a little confused. Okay, hold on now. Roman general was about to just sprint right into the spears. Don't want that. Okay. Let's try to get them up here and using their pilum. The general, or the captain I should say here, with these hoplites, he is maintaining discipline. Good for him. It is their strongest unit. Okay, stop. Alright. Okay, throw your spears, men. There it is. Volley! Good stuff, good stuff. Up to 60% deaths already. Okay, stop. You're supposed to throw them both, you fools. Bunch of bacas, I swear. Alright, stop. Again, just surrounding them. And look at that. You see one of these militia hoplite units, they just broke without even needing to... Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. One of them broke and we didn't even have to engage them in direct combat. So right now we're basically just trying to make up for the mistakes I did before. There goes the other unit of militia hoplites, and so that leaves only the actual captain unit of the regular hoplites left. We're going to have our cavalry go and basically just mop up a lot of these. How's this guy doing? He's a little warmed up. Yeah, we're going to have that Roman general come over there. Alright. Now, don't get caught up in the spears of the ones that haven't routed yet now. You want to be careful about that. Alright, fire at will, men. Fire at will. Show me the will. There it is. Sometimes I think they go a little slow, but they line up their shot, so we just took out like 10 there. More Hastati are reloading. Alright, back up. Back up. Now, I don't think... Yeah, these ones are steady. I don't think that they're going to rout. So let's just send our... No, not even the mercenary hoplites. We're just going to send in the town watch to keep them busy. And everybody else just back up. Alright. Now, if we're lucky, we might be able to just get like a little quick kill on their general unit there. But, yep, that broke them. So, why haven't we won? They're broken. Oh, they're fighting to the death. Yeah, you see, you always want to leave a hole for your enemies to escape through. Gotta be a little careful. Okay. Go run down those hoplites over there. So you got some experienced chevrons getting spread around a little bit. Hey, hey! Get out of there! Get out of there! I don't want my general to die in this embarrassing fashion. Okay, there goes theirs. But why does it still say they're fighting to death? Well, there's only 3 of them left. Look at these brave hoplites. Ooh, but a spear to the back, even from a town watch. That'll do it. That certainly will do it. Okay, we'll end the battle there. We lost 61 men. Great. Yeah, so even the casualties we did take, they were mostly healable. Terrific. And we have a retinue expansion. Tiberius Brutus just got a veteran centurion, a grizzled veteran of many campaigns, loyal and true, constantly alert to dangers around his general, +1 to personal security, and +1 command to when commanding infantry. So, even though Tiberius is really cool, I definitely want to give it to this guy, Emulus Brutus. Okay, now, does anybody here have, like, okay, we have the skilled bureaucrat here with Alias Brutus, so I think we're going to leave him behind with one unit of the town watch. And then if we bring the tax rate low, yeah, as we can see, he'll be just fine. Our fleet has 4 ships in it, so I think we'll kind of be okay. And we're going to try to go after Carthage now. Also, the stone wall is now complete. In Syracuse, we repaired it, but we still did 1 turn of progress on the shipwright. So, see, it all works out. Okay. Now then, what's going on here in Apollonia? Do I even want to bother with building a palisade? I guess I should. It's 1 turn. And we'll build a unit of peasants. Just to delay the Greeks for a turn. Okay. Yeah, it's in the turn. Like I said, we're going to try to always end episodes where we're about to have a big fight. Okay, now, you want to be a little bit careful when you're approaching into the fog of war. Alright, it looks like Carthage has just a few units inside of it. There's a captain on the outside. Okay, so I think what the plan here is going to be is we're going to try to do a little trick where we coax out the garrison. So I'm going to try to set up my army so that we attack this Captain Zamalix in the field, and then this Bomilcar here is going to then send out his forces to aid them. If we're close enough, then we can just destroy the entire army and then walk into Carthage without anybody else in our way. And that would be really great, because I think Carthage is, if it's not the largest city in the world, it's the largest in the Western Mediterranean, at least at the start of the game. And of course, if we're not counting Rome itself. But that's just super huge, so it could support the Senate's army. Then, we'll be able to get a lot of population into Tarentum, which has just finished its governor's palace. We've got a little bit over 2,000 to go. So in the meantime, I guess we'll start building that large temple of Juno. The population growth right now is at 6.5, I think, because the squalor is gone. I think we were dealing with a little bit of it because of we hadn't built the governor's palace yet. But what also is really helping is if we take a look at Cassius Brutus here, he's got that Priestess of Juno and the Physician, or not the Physician, that's not the one that helps, but Priestess of Juno, very, very good to have. No taste for blood. Bonus with the Senate, less with the people. Okay. And my economy is actually doing a bit better than I would have anticipated it would, so I am happy about that. Let's try to set up something here for when, yeah, we're going to start creating Militia Barracks for when the post-Marian reforms come out, so I could hopefully at least get some early cohorts going. Or not early cohorts, but, actually, yeah, let's think about this. You know what? Because I keep draining this of population so much, it's going to take a little while before we can become a minor city. So the best thing that we're going to be able to make is the Equites. So I think what we want to do here in Croton is we want to set up a staple, because the Equites, when they become the auxiliary Roman cavalry, are much, much better to have. On the other hand, you also can't go wrong with farms. Yeah, you know what, farms. I know I keep changing what I say I'm going to do, but sorry about that. Alright, so we've got farms over there. Down here in Syracuse, we've got the dockyards, which also, yeah, that's another thing that's going on here, because now we've built the shipwright. If we go to the settlement details, as you can see, now Tarentum is getting grain, as well as slaves, both of which are boosting its population growth, which is the name of the game. Now, we're gonna start setting up a trader would be good for the economy first. After that, we're gonna get a practice range because I want to have some archers steadily streaming out of there. And I think we can go ahead and end the turn. My navy should be safe. Never walk around in the Mediterranean with just one unit. You're inviting disaster. Speaking of disaster, it looks like the Carthaginian army went into the capital. Some Senate offices have been assigned. I didn't get any. Okay. So here's what I think I need to do. I think I can still take Carthage because it's a hell of a prize. There should be local mercenaries. Alright, not many, but it's something. You know, sometimes you just need bodies. So we're going to attack Carthage. Let's set up the one unit of sappers. And I'm thinking, no, sappers are so expensive, that's the thing. No, siege tower is the way to go as well. We might just wait 2 turns on this. Okay, and then all the other Romans are going to enter the war too, so then the Scipii army should hopefully come over here to Lilybaeum, and I think there was another Carthaginian army somewhere around here, and keep them busy. I don't see any armies inside the navies that are around us here, so I think I'll be okay. In fact, I kind of want to, yeah, let's attack them, this navy. Should be an easy fight, no problem at all. Just death stacks, that's how you win the naval war in the Mediterranean. The Julii have also taken Carolus, so I think we're gonna be alright. Okay, yeah, we should be good for a turn or 2. Oh dang it, I forgot to bring these up and disband them. You guys were probably screaming at me over that. Just conquering history games, what are you doing? Alright, 2,000 to go. Really only barely over 1,000. So, okay. Yeah. We're good. End the turn. And then we're going to still wait another turn so I can get the siege equipment done. Now, what's also good about besieging is they are slowly losing men. Oh, it looks like the faction heir Hasdrubal is in there now, who's a better general, but whatever. I'm happy to kill him and cripple the Carthaginians. We're also not going to try to hold on to Carthage, by the way. I'm just going to take it, probably burn everything to the ground, and leave. We're going east, all right? We're not interested in Carthage. The Iberian infantry might be a problem, but I think that will... Actually, no, if anything's going to be a problem, it's going to be these round shield cavalry. But as long as we use our 1 unit of hoplites properly this time, I think that we're going to be okay. Okay. Now, I don't know why the Scipii army is not moving. Rather annoying. Let's disband the unit, and I think at the next turn anyway, we're going to be able to upgrade, so it's going to work out nicely. We'll finish up the Temple of Juno and then be able to start working on upgrading Tarantium anyway. But then we've got to get 12,000 more people in there, which is very, very difficult. So let's build a trium, just start to kind of work on a nicer navy as well while we wait for the archers to be done. Okay. So we're going to wait another turn so the siege equipment can be ready, and that'll help whittle down the Carthaginians a little bit. It's not much yet, so they all lost like 3 units. It really doesn't count for much at all. The Tarentum is now ready to expand. I didn't even have to disband those peasants in there. But we've got 4 turns to try to get this up to 24,000. Which, with Carthage, it could be doable. Okay. Got some diplomatic information. Gaul and Britain are allies. Okay. Croton is done with its farms. Keep those peasants coming, people. Could do paved roads, but I think now we're going to make those stables I was talking about. Okay. Keep the triums coming. Again, I want a decent-sized navy that I could transport my good units around in. But I think now, in the next episode, we're going to attack Carthage. Again, I just don't want to do it in this one because it's going to make the episode super, super long. But hopefully I will learn from the mistakes I made in that last episode. And, yeah, I've only really got the 1 unit of hoplites and a ton of skirmishers. But if I use them right, the cavalry should not be too much trouble. I kind of wonder if maybe I should still wait 1 more turn. You know what? Let's make a backup ram and another sap point. So we are going to wait 1 more turn. And it makes them starve a little bit more, too. Though it's definitely not as severe as it is in Medieval 2. We're not going to wait the 5 more turns that's still needed before they surrender, I'll tell you that much. We've got a new family member on the way. Good. And, okay. Let's come up here, disband the peasants. We're at 13,000, so we're growing at about 1,000 every turn. Got to go faster, though. And the population growth is slowing because squalor is increasing because we're over the limit without the palace. Okay. All right, next turn next episode, yeah, we're going to attack Carthage, which should hopefully be the most difficult fight of our pre-Marian lives, pre-Marian Reform lives. Looks like the Greeks are starting to build up a heck of an army over here around Thermon, so Apollonia might be in for some trouble. Oh, but it's almost entirely Pale stats. So you know what that just tells me? The Roman cavalry, when the time comes, are going to get a whole lot of experience chevrons out there. So, I'm Conquering History Games. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode in which we will attack Carthage. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you later. Goodbye.